Ready or not, here we come. A brand new episode of
What's the Trend?
Good evening, good morning, and hello, wherever and whenever you are listening to this week's episode. We are just happy to have you. Maybe you're riding along in your car or watching us on 14news.com or our YouTube page. Aaron and
all
I,
of our beauty and glory.
we're here. That's right.
Yes.
We highly encourage you watch. It is fun to see our faces. At least
Absolutely.
we hope. We're
My
not sure.
gosh, I wish, I hope.
Listen, we're excited to bring you guys a fresh episode. As always, I'll reintroduce myself. I am one of your hosts, Casie Mason.
And I'm your other host, Aaron Weeks.
That's right. We are the dynamic duo, if there ever was one.
Dynamic duo of 14 News. Well, one of many.
Yes, don't worry. They let us claim that title here.
Yeah.
We want to also remind you of another great podcast here at 14 News.
Yes, Inside Look with Jeff Lyons. Make sure you check that out, you guys. It's so good. He interviews so many people around the tri-state and some local celebrities as well.
Yeah, and if you ever want to hear our background story, check out the episode with Aaron and I. It's worth a
Even
listen.
more of us if you care.
They're just like, we've had enough, Aaron and Casie. Never.
Like,
There's no such thing. All right, guys, you know the drill. This is your pop culture podcast. We are giving the people what they want. We're talking movies, music, TV, sometimes sports, sometimes celebrity news. But you know, today's show, as I always say, is jam-packed with lots of goodies. So you ready to get into it, Aaron?
Yeah,
Weeks?
let's go ahead and jump in. What do you got for us locally?
We're going to start off local, as always, just to kind of let you guys know about some things that are happening this weekend here in the tri-state if you want to go check them out this weekend, starting with the teddy bear toss at the Ford Center. If you're listening to this episode on the Friday that it usually comes out each week, that is going to be happening today. It's at 7 p.m. It's the teddy bear toss night, and they have it at the Ford Center. And you can bring a new stuffed animal to throw onto the ice after the Thunderbolts score their very first goal of the game. That's when you do it. All bears will be donated to local children and organizations in need. And the Thunderbolts in the Ford Center just encourage you to show up, help spread some cheer, and then fill that rink with lots of love. Great event.
Yeah. We've covered it, every year since I've been here, but it's such a good event to, like, first of all, for kids to just, like, they love throwing stuff,
Yes.
let's be honest.
That's right.
But it's for the children as well, so give back during the holiday season. Love to see it.
I love it. Lots of cold stuffed animals
Yes.
on the ice there. I'd like to be the person that scoops them all up and takes them in. So yeah, great event. It's definitely, we're talking Thanksgiving, holiday season, giving back. So that's a good way to give back right there.
It's giving season.
It's giving season. That's right. Okay, Aaron, tell me what you're looking forward to.
Well, happening this Friday in Henderson, it's a sing-along Christmas event, which I know sounds very cheery and not me, but just wait for it because it's featuring 3 stars from the Broadway hit musical Wicked. It's called A Slightly Wicked Holiday Show, and it's set to take place this Saturday at 7. 3 stars from the musical are going to be singing songs from that, obviously the actual musical Wicked, but also holiday hits as well. And those cast members include Ali Mozzie, Derek Klena, and Allison Fox, and tickets are on sale right now at HAAA.org.
That's an H with 3 A's.
Yes.
.org if you want to check it out. Aaron, I have a question. Are these the actors from the off-Broadway show or the Broadway show?
I think they performed it on Broadway
Wow.
at some point, but
That's exciting.
obviously it's not, the original, but still amazing that we got some great big hitters here in the tri-state.
I know. Okay, tri-state, we see you. I wanted to share a side story. I was doom scrolling my TikTok the other day, as the kids call it. I can't help myself. And I saw a TikTok for I'm blanking on her name right now, but it's the girl who is currently playing the role of Glinda on Broadway. And she does like a day in the life. It was so cool. She just shows herself. She wakes up in the morning. She goes and works out and grocery shops. She does have a husband and a small young child. And she kind of takes us through her day. And then around 6 o'clock at night, it shows her still at her apartment in New York. She does her vocal warm-ups and she hops on the train around 7, gets to the theater there on Broadway where Wicked is, and does her hair and makeup, and then it shows her on the stage by like 8ish. And I just am blown away by like what a weird,
Crazy.
Cool life.
Yeah, can you imagine just like you're going to you think it just sounds like she's going to a regular job.
Yeah.
But, just Broadway.
Yeah, just Broadway.
No big deal.
Just the star of one of the biggest shows ever. No big deal. I thought that was really interesting.
That is interesting.
And also like made me nervous because, listen, I'm not the most punctual person, but I was like, she needs to get there. Why is she still at her apartment at 6 o'clock at night? It was making me nervous.
But again, I don't know how fast everything moves in New York City. You never know. But yeah, that would give me a little anxiety being like, I cannot be late to a show.
Of course, Wicked is all the craze right now. So this is really a wonderful, timely event that you can take part in here in the Tri-State this weekend. Definitely cool, worth checking out. And we love a sing-along. All right. Well, I tell you what, let's talk movies now if you're ready.
Yes, let's get into it.
Now, this next story here is really talking about somebody bumping someone that we were just talking about out of that top spot. So in movie news here, Zootopia 2 topped the Thanksgiving weekend. That's hard to say. Zootopia 2 topped the Thanksgiving weekend box office, beating out the movie Wicked for good. Zootopia 2 topped the charts, earning a staggering, I can't even put this into perspective how much money this is, $556 million globally. And it's actually been 10 years, though, since the first one came out. Did you realize it'd been a decade?
No. Gosh, that makes me feel old.
Me too. This is a great animated movie. I believe Jason Bateman voices the main character. It was a major box office smash 10 years ago. So rightfully so, they said, hey, let's make more money and make a sequel.
I know it's huge overseas. I think in China, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I think in China it's actually they have like a whole like theme park dedicated to Zootopia.
Okay,
not a whole theme park,
sense.
but a section of a theme park.
That makes sense because when I was looking up this story, it made more money internationally than it did domestically, and I thought that's kind of interesting that it made. So there you go.
Huge.
You just
over
explained
there.
why now. That makes sense. So really, as I said, talk about a blast from the past here with this movie. It's been 10 years. Glad to see it make its return, and I think I will check it out because the first one's pretty good. How about you?
I haven't seen the first one.
Well, I tell you what,
is it Disney?
We'll add it to our list. Sure.
Yeah, why not? We'll go with that.
I think that's right.
I think
I'm pretty
so.
sure.
You know, I always assume any animated Pixar movie is Disney. So
I agree. I'm with you. The same.
Yes.
You know what? It's funny that it beat out Wicked this fast.
It's kind of shocking.
It really did surprise me. So those animated movies, man,
I know.
they've got some power.
You can't count them out ever.
Ariana's going to make a call. Say, now listen.
Hey, I want my Oscar.
We only had a 2-week run here. So.
Yes.
Okay, Aaron, from movies to TV news now. What'd you have for us today?
Well, it is finally here. The first 4 episodes of the final season of Stranger Things have officially dropped. We talked about this last week, but we're finally going to dive into it. We've talked about it on the show before, but they're releasing the season in 3 parts, with the first 4, obviously, that just dropped last week. The next 3 come on Christmas Day, and the finale airs on Christmas Eve. I'm excited about that.
I'm so excited.
I'm hoping for the best, but it'll actually be appearing in some movie theaters, select movie theaters. The finale.
That's cool.
Yes, and
seeing that on the big screen.
It's obviously it's clocking in a little over 2 hours. I think I read it's the 3rd longest finale of a TV show ever.
Wow, even longer than Game of Thrones, maybe.
Yeah,
who knows?
I think
we'll have to look the times up.
I think it was though.
Oh my gosh.
I think so, but yeah, it's going to be screening, and that's kind of cool.
Everybody keeps making the same joke that these kids are so old now.
Okay, I've seen the first 2 episodes. This is not a spoiler. There is like a quote little time jump, but they're
good.
like, 4 years ago. Again, if you haven't seen the first season, you should have. It's been 10 years.
We're not. Yeah, we can't spoil. I mean, we don't spoil things on here, but we can't after a certain time frame not talk about stuff.
One of the characters was taken by a monster, and they're like, it was 4 years ago. I was like, maybe 84 years ago.
84 years. The characters are needing Botox at this point to still look like.
If they did another season, I guarantee. I mean, the children, some of them are parents now.
They become the Stranger Things.
Yes.
They're able to, let's be honest.
Let's play teenagers into our mid-30s.
Mid-30s. It kind of reminds me of the show Euphoria, where a few of the characters, I'm like, y'all, your frown lines are showing, okay? No shame in gracefully aging.
No.
If you're going to play a high schooler, let's try to look like a high schooler.
Yeah, let's keep it in reality, sort of.
I just love how it is on the minds. Everybody's making that same joke right now, that the Stranger Kids things are definitely not kids anymore. Stranger adults.
Stranger adults.
Okay, this one though, still, I'm gonna give the show its credit. It's freaking awesome.
Still relevant.
Cannot wait to see.
I mean, I've seen the first 2. It's my treadmill watch right now, and I gotta say,
humble workout brag there from Aaron Weeks, who keeps his fitness in check. We love it. We love it.
I try, but I have to say it's back and it's better than ever.
I love this show. I think it was incredible. It's so good. Getting a little bit repetitive on kind of the plot of the show, but I'm going to see it through because I need to tie a bow on this mentally.
Yes.
And
I mean, we're 10 years in. We gotta finish.
That's right. Kind of like when you're on the treadmill, you have that last mile. Let's just go for it. We're in it. Might as well as finish it, right?
Oh, yes.
So Stranger Things fans, we're there with you. We are excited to see this show wrap up.
Absolutely.
And you can go see it in theaters, which I think is pretty cool.
I think that is pretty cool.
So I believe we have another TV story if you're ready for it.
We talked a little bit about this before, but you take this one away.
I'm your Dancing with the Stars correspondent for this show.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
In our next story here, those of you who are fans of Dancing with the Stars, you know it, guys. He did it. Robert Irwin officially won Dancing with the Stars. Just to recap here, Robert is the son of late TV star and conservationalist Steve Irwin, known as the Crocodile Hunter. We all know. You remember the Crocodile Hunter?
Yeah.
We grew up on that,
I had
didn't we?
Crocodile Hunter action figures. Did I tell you that?
You
I had
are kidding
Steve
me.
and his wife.
No way. And his wife, too?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yep. They came with gators.
Of course. They did.
No, not gators, crocodiles.
Crocodiles.
Sorry to
I
the
mean,
community.
listen, he may have maybe don't discriminate gators or alligators, maybe.
No.
All the reptiles.
All the reptiles he was around. Yes, I had them.
He was a wild, interesting person,
Very
and
much so.
we just loved him. We loved Steve Irwin.
Just such a sweet guy. I mean, you can just tell genuine and loved what he did.
And it shows in his kids, too. They both have the best personalities. And I also saw where his wife, his widow, I should say, she has not gone on a single date with anyone since his death. She just said, that was the love of my life, and I'm happy and content.
I think
and
there's something sweet about that.
I think it's romantic and sweet and just kind of wholesome. I want her to, as long as she's happy, that's all that matters.
That is all that matters.
It's quite the love story there.
Yes.
You had the action figures. I
did.
Can't breeze over that.
You're
so much fun.
The more you know.
I love everything about Aaron Weeks, you guys. I can just see you playing with the little crocodile hunter. Did you do the accent?
Oh my gosh.
He'd always say, bye, Crocky.
I can only imagine.
Well, now his son is, you can get a Robert Irwin Dancing with the Stars action figure soon, I'm sure. Honestly, don't knock it till you try it. They'll probably make them soon. It's just neat to see his kids really kind of carrying on his legacy. They're huge conservationists and activists for animals. And so they just didn't miss a beat. They picked up where he left off, which as a parent, I'm sure he is smiling down on them. Now, just to recap my non-Dancing with the Stars fanatics, the dancing competition, what they do is they pair stars, and we're talking anything from reality stars, singers, actors, you name it, soap opera stars, fitness gurus.
You literally see it all.
Literally. I think they've had an astronaut on there, football players, whatever. You get the point. They pair them with hardcore professional dancers. These people are like world-class rated professionals. And what they do is they perform in front of a panel of judges with the audience that also votes, whether you're watching from home or you're part of the live studio audience. And throughout this 11-week-long stretch, people just vote for their favorite couple. So it's pretty cool. And the 21-year-old, he was really the favorite all along to win, both because he was such a good dancer. But I know everyone's at least seen clips, right?
I've seen highlights for sure.
He's so dang likable. He's so
I think
sweet.
That whole family is
They're just
radiates happiness.
I love it. So he actually, when he did win, which made it even sweeter to see him, very deserving.
Yeah.
He broke down into tears. It was so precious. And after his final performance, he just said that he wanted to make his father proud. And this is what's wild too, is his older sister, Bendy. Do you have her action figure?
No, I do not.
She was on the show and won it a decade ago.
I know. It's crazy.
I
forgot completely that she had won until news articles were coming out about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's right.
Yes.
Insane.
And I want to give props to the pro dancers they were partnered with. Bendy won with professional dancer Derek Huff, Julianne Huff's brother, who was also on the show. And Robert was partnered with Whitney Carson. And so, congrats to them.
Big congrats. I think,
they're great.
Very well deserved. And just carrying on that family legacy in a different way.
I still can't get over that you had the action. The crocodile hunter act and his wife.
It's crazy.
I love it. Aaron Weeks. I never cease to
amaze me.
So let's go from reality TV news to now some music news.
Yeah, you've got big music news.
You ready for this? We both love her, right?
Yes. I think everybody does, dare I say.
Kelly Clarkson, you guys, that's who we're talking about. She has officially joined Spotify's what they call their Billions Club. So her 2004 hit song, Since You've Been Gone, which I would really say is her soundtrack.
I think so. I mean, it's a lot of people's.
So we all know it.
We all know it. If you've been through a breakup, you've listened
to it for sure. Well, Since You've Been Gone surpassed 1 billion streams officially on the platform. This marks the first time that one of her songs has reached this milestone. What a bop.
It's amazing.
Such a good song.
Timeless, dare I say.
Go Kelly, go.
Go Kelly. You're great. I love your show. Because, sometimes when celebrities do their talk shows or transition to talk, you don't know. It's going to go one of two ways. And I wasn't really surprised by hers. But, again, you never know what your audience is going to be.
They can be really good at singing, but are they good at talk shows?
Yes, that's the thing. Like, it's not for everybody.
Yes.
I mean, do I remember when Bethany Frankel tried to do a talk show?
Oh, bless.
God bless her.
I think I purposely forgot about that. So.
I mean, we all did.
We've all been there. We're trying to do a show. Look at us,
Look at us.
But, I mean, let's be honest. We're thriving here, aren't we?
I like to think so.
I hope so. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Kelly Clarkson is such a household name for many reasons. And I just have to remind folks, she was our very first American Idol winner.
Yes.
Those chunky highlight streaks were all the craze in the 2000s.
Oh my gosh. She kind of had that Rachel
Green. Yeah,
Rachel
later.
Green.
Yes.
Rachel Green, like haircut adjacent
Yes.
in those chunky highlights.
Rachel from Friends.
But it worked.
It worked for our girl. Kelly Clarkson has an insane voice too.
And an insane catalog of music.
Unbelievable. Her vocal range. I sometimes when you're singing along in the car, you think you're Kelly.
And we are nothing of the sort.
When the music cuts out, you are quickly humbled. I love too with her talk show. One more quick talking point here before we move on. She sings a song at the top of each episode of her talk show, which was so clever. Whoever said, hey, you're going to go do this talk show now. And she was all for it and excited to do the show. But let's also incorporate the fact that you are an incredible singer. And it's been neat to hear her cover all those songs.
And sometimes those covers are better than the original.
They're better than the original. So
And
again.
as an artist, I'd be like, please don't let Kelly cover this.
Please don't let Kelly sing it better.
Please don't let Kelly.
Show me how it's done.
But also, what an honor in the same breath, too.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion, at least.
It's like a karaoke hour for her every episode.
Yeah.
I'm sure she loves it.
Where I stand with karaoke.
My
I love it.
boy loves an open mic night.
Yes.
Let's go. Well, speaking of Aaron and your love of music, my friend.
Yep.
What's the story you got for us today?
Yeah, we got more music news. Grammy nominee Olivia Dean is celebrating a big win for her fans after calling out what she described as exploitative ticket resale practices. So let me walk you through that real quick. So last week, Dean slammed Ticketmaster, AXS, and Live Nation after resale prices for her sold-out North American tour were listed 14 times over their original value. First of all, that's
bunch
insane.
Of crooks. It really is
14
sad.
times. I mean, can you imagine like $100 ticket going up to what, 1,400?
I am so bad at math, but we'll go with that. I think that's math. This is why we're in TV. Aaron, I'm in TV. I'm not. So I knew you were going to say, "What is that?" I was like, "Don't ask me."
Do you love how I asked? Is that math?
Is that math? I think so. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Sure.
I think so.
Either way, we're talking really expensive. So, and it's rude.
I think that's true.
Here, let me get out my calculator while you talk.
Yeah, but she called the ticket pricing, quote, vile and against her wishes, which I agree completely, but she's saying Ticketmaster and AXS, they agreed to refund everyone who had paid that face value.
Good for her.
Yeah, what do you think about this? Because she is she's been in the game, but this is her time that she's come mainstream. At least first time I heard of her was probably back in February.
Yeah, she's
but
fairly newer artist.
Really big over the summer.
She did. So in my opinion, what I love and what I'm hearing is that she is all about her fans.
Yes.
This was very much like a Taylor Swift move, if you ask me. I think just, if anything, this is good publicity. We're sitting here talking about it, helping her fans out, standing up to the man, the industry. Come on. I love it.
I don't want to say a newcomer, but a mainstream newcomer is pretty ballsy, I gotta say.
It really is. I was going to ask
It takes a lot to do that, especially in this industry. Come on.
Yeah. I am definitely,
scaredy
cat.
Cutthroat. They can end somebody's career and just a snap.
I know you really feel like you have to kiss a lot of butts when you're in those shoes when you are an upcoming artist. It's just kind of finally getting that taste of
having
big
to
fame.
be the yes man all the time. But I
think good for her.
Yeah, good for her. And it is ridiculous prices
in this economy.
Who can afford that? For the back of the room? Are you kidding me? I do not think.
14 times. I keep letting that slide.
Yeah.
14. Again, we're terrible at math, but that's like a lot.
I think that's right, though.
You guys, that's like a lot of money. So, yeah. And, you know, concert tickets in general are so expensive.
It's hard for me to find an artist where I would spend that much money. Well, obviously not that much money, but spend money to go see them live.
Yeah.
It just depends.
It really does. So I'm glad to hear that she's taking a stand. And
maybe Dua Lipa.
That's right. There you go. I was going to say, Scott Mason, I'll pay to see him anytime. My dad, oh, wait, that's free. It's free anytime.
Go to Six Strings.
That's right. Go to Six Strings. Shout out. Well, in other music news, let's talk about another high ticket item here. Legendary rock band Guns N' Roses announced a long list of 2026 tour dates all around the world. So excited to see this. And they're also, Aaron, going to introduce 2 brand new singles that are going to be released soon to kind of coincide with this. The tour dates are going to bring the band over to Mexico, then South America in the spring. Their European dates are going to be in the summer, all before returning right here to North America in late summer and fall of next year. So we've got a year to get ready for our best hairband, looks. We can go ahead and order our bandanas and our skull t-shirts, I'm sure. The dates.
You better tease that hair, Casie.
Oh, the hair's big now, but this isn't even, close
we gotta
to
get
what.
with the times. I got to get a mullet.
I would have done great in the 80s with my big hair. And honestly, you could totally rock a mullet. They are back.
I know they're back.
That was for those that didn't hear it.
Disgusting. But
oh my gosh.
Sometimes it works for people if it's done a certain way. But
why are all these boys, these college boys, especially like these baseball players, they're bringing mustaches and mullets back? There's a reason.
Stop. It's tired. It's worn out. It's ugly. I'm sorry.
Go, Aaron, go. Don't hold back.
Don't get me on my pedestal when it comes to this because I will go in.
Respectfully stop.
Respectfully get out of my face with that.
Please. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine for like.
And I'll say some people do pull it off very well. Like there are some very handsome people who have a good mullet. Ugh.
Business in the front, party in the back,
But just a little bit of party. I don't need too long.
I know. I'm all about the business. Let's keep it classy, right, folks? Also, I'm fine with facial hair. It's just the lone mustache that I'm just not a super fan of. Depends on the person.
Depends on the person.
Yes. What about I'm sure I could pull off a full mustache, but
I know I can't.
All right. Well, I'll just at least go for the mullet first. So what you're saying is come next fall when we go to see Guns N' Roses,
should I just have a handlebar?
Please, you could start now and it'll be in full swing a year from now. So, all right, you guys heard it here. He's going for it.
I'll bless you with that and a mullet. Why
all
not?
I want for Christmas.
You know what? By the time I decide, maybe a mullet's like kind of in, it'll be gone.
I never got rid of my flared jeans. When they tried to tell us that the straight legs were all that we could do, I said, not on my watch.
No.
I always rocked my flared jeans. And you know what? They're back.
They're back.
At least I hope. Anyways, the dates come on the heels of an already massive 2025 world tour. So really, they're not picking back up. They're just still rolling on through. They're exhausting, I tell you. I don't know how they do it. The tour is going to kick off March 5th in Buffalo, New York. It runs through April 4th. Now, I did try to find the closest stops to the folks that listen to our podcast, although we do have people from near and far listening in. But for those of you here in the tri-state, closest stops for you are going to be Knoxville, Tennessee on March 24th. And they also have one in Cincinnati on April 1st.
If only I would have stayed in Knoxville.
If only you would have stayed in Knoxville.
I could have gone to see Guns N' Roses.
You could have been front row with that handlebar stash.
But I would have never been able to have this show or...
That's right. Technology, we probably
air my grievances with mullets.
I know, right? We love that you have such a strong stance.
They might not like it.
They might not like it. Don't hold back, Aaron.
Sorry.
When it comes to style and hair, listen, we don't mess around, folks, okay? No. It's serious on this show.
It is. It's serious business. It's trending still.
That's right.
Unfortunately, it's still trending, but we'll move past that eventually.
Aaron will let it go. He'll get over it.
I'll let it go. But moving on, we have celebrity news.
Okay, let's get to it.
So this one's interesting. A Bob Ross painting just sold at a record price. Ross's painting, it's titled Cabin at Sunset, sold for just over $1 million. First of all, insane, but also not shocking to me
Not shocked at all. What I would give.
I know, but
for a BR original.
Late night host John Oliver convinced the Bob Ross estate to auction off another piece to support public media, so like PBS.
Yes.
Which I think is extremely important now, more than ever. But Bob Ross painted this piece during an episode that aired in 1986. Now, I don't know if you know this. This is so cool when I read this. But the show was actually filmed in Muncie, Indiana.
You are kidding
I'm
me.
I'm not joking. For a couple of years, it was in Muncie, Indiana.
Did you have Stacy, our fact checker, go over this?
Stacy gave me the thumbs up.
Wow.
Yes.
Aaron, I did not know that.
He called it, quote, his second home at one time.
Bob Ross, Muncie, Indiana?
Crazy.
I am shook today, folks. I did not know this, Aaron.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Insane.
Okay. What was his other home? Do you know, like
probably California.
Paris?
Yeah. Imagine it's like somewhere in Utah.
Yeah, somewhere just like.
But honestly, like he paints so much country. That makes sense.
You're right. Never put that together. Yeah. Lots of country landscapes.
But I know he didn't do the whole duration of the show there, but it said he did a few years in Muncie. Crazy.
We love it.
We
happy
love
trees. Happy
we
trees.
We got a local hometown boy, sort of. If you want to count like 3.5, 4 hours.
Let's do it. Local. I say we do. What I would give for a Bob Ross painting, truly.
A Bob Ross original.
We've done a couple of episodes where we've talked about like Hollywood collectibles. You're like, oh, what would you from a movie or film? We talked about Dorothy's red slippers, and I would totally like if somebody gifted me a Bob Ross. I just think that's so cool. He was just delightful.
Somebody gives me a Picasso. I'm like, I mean, it's cute. And then they're Bob Ross. I'm like, done.
You can keep your Da Vinci. I've got a BR original over here, friends. Thank you. Now, speaking of hairstyles.
Yes. Speaking of the hairstyle.
My goodness. The man, the myth, the legend.
And you know what? The only person that could pull it off. That kind of.
Mr. Ross.
Yes.
All right. Well, there you have it. That's good to see that they're putting his paintings also towards good use. These aren't people just buying it. It's helping fund the PBS saga that we are currently seeing.
Shout out to John Oliver for doing that.
That's right. That's right. In other celebrity news, Aaron, you ready to hear about this story?
Yes.
So we're going to break this one down. On a more serious note here, this is a story that's really trending and making headlines right now. We know Tara Reid, actor, really prevalent in the 90s,
yes,
2000s.
Like American Pie movies.
That's right. So she's going through something pretty awful right now. She's going to have to pursue legal action after this footage of her went viral. And what it showed was her being taken out of a Chicago area hotel on a stretcher. And the reason so is the 50-year-old, as you said, best known for those American Pie movies, said that she blacked out after having a drink with a stranger at her hotel's bar. So one reason to bring this up on our podcast is it's just a good reminder, folks. Our show is pretty light and happy, but also like celebrity news can be pretty intense, and just a reminder to be safe. So what was happening was she was in town for a signing event, still active out there. Love to see she's booking events still. And she's been on a really good track lately.
Yeah.
Hate to hear about this, but she recalls talking to a bunch of people that were in the lobby. She was staying at a DoubleTree outside the Chicago area there. And she said there are lots of people in the lobby that were supposedly YouTubers. She did say that they all had their phones out, kind of filming her, and the whole thing just, she said, quote, felt suspicious. She ordered one glass of wine from the bar. She remembers meeting a man, chatting with him. She said they went outside, smoked a cigarette, and they did exchange phone numbers. But it was when she came back inside, she said that she did leave her drink at the bar, and there was a napkin over her drink. Well, Reid claims that really the last thing she remembers was talking to some people, and having her one glass of wine, and then just waking up the next day. She had no recollection of anything that happened after having a few sips of that one glass of wine. She said that she also claims that the man that she had met was more or less threatening her with videos that he had of her that he was saying he would release. So just very unfortunate. She says she is not afraid to take legal action and stand her ground and fight this thing.
As she should.
Right. So just sharing that news about Tara Reid there, that, sadly, don't leave your drinks alone if you're out this holiday season.
This can happen to anyone.
To anybody, she's been through a lot.
She's been through too much, dare I say.
Yes, definitely. So wild to hear about that.
Crazy.
Definitely making headlines.
Also, this is not like the first time I've heard about this kind of behavior at hotel bars.
And I'm not sure what she was on tour doing a signing for. Does she have a new a new piece of work or like a book or anything
It could
out?
be like a convention, maybe.
Possibly. Okay. But I love to see that she was, out working. And again, she's been doing really well.
Yeah.
So I hope that she can get through this. And we'll keep you guys updated on the show, kind of what happens with that. We talked about Cardi B being threatened by, with her situation, going to a doctor and pictures. And she was pregnant. So, these celebrities, they fall victim to these crimes as well. Wanted to share that trending news here on our show. And we'll move on now. It's always hard to pivot. But also kind of somber news. We're remembering somebody that was really well known.
Yeah, it's reached the 12-year anniversary of the death of actor Paul Walker.
Hard to believe it's been 12 years.
One was tough.
Whew,
that
very
one was
tough.
Insane for me. I remember where I was when I found out.
Do you really?
Yes.
Where were you?
You're gonna die. I was at an Applebee's.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Fun fact: Aaron and I bonded because we both worked at an Applebee's at a point in time.
Shared trauma.
Yes. Of course. The 2 for $20 deal. I still,
but
have
I remember
nightmares.
seeing it on Twitter, and I was like, surely that's not real.
It's not real. This had to be fake news.
And then, lo and behold, it's crazy.
I think you just don't believe that can happen to our idols, our celebrities, our young, beautiful actors.
And he was so young for his age in hindsight, His daughter, actually, Meadow, posted this picture on Instagram of her late father and saying in part, 12 years without you, I love you forever, which is so sweet. And I can't imagine. She was like a young teenager when that happened. But he died in 2013 at the age of 40 after he was killed in a car crash leaving an event in California. But it's insane to think about.
I thought the story was fake too because he was killed speeding in a car. And I thought, this is a Fast and the Furious. Like, they have taken some fake story here. And when we see those news stories.
See those clickbait articles on like Facebook or even Instagram, and you're just like, okay.
I think Paul Walker hit us hard too because that was really our era.
Yeah,
he was in so many movies when we were like in
She's All That. I've talked about that one.
The one with Jessica Alba.
Into the Blue.
Into the Blue. And my goodness. Beautiful man. Beautiful man. She was beautiful too. It was a beautiful movie altogether.
Beautiful
Everyone
movie.
was beautiful in that movie. So very tragic. And I believe she's still kind of, making his legacy live on.
Absolutely. She's actually the chairwoman of the Paul Walker Foundation.
Okay.
And that actually honors the actor's love of the ocean by protecting oceans and wildlife.
So this is funny. I'm just now remembering something. I'm obsessed with sharks, of course.
Me too.
You too, right? Yes.
My favorite movie is Jaws, girl.
Oh, I love it. And my favorite week of the year is Shark
Week.
Week. Discovery Channel, shout out. And there was one summer that Shark Week was on, and I forgot what age I was. I was still living at home, and I wasn't like in high or college or anything. I was in high school. I'm living at home, of course, but I wasn't in college. And I just remember, irrelevant, Casie, back on track here. My mom and I were watching Shark Week. I think I forced her. I was like, oh, let's watch Shark Week on the Discovery Channel. She's like, okay, nerd. So we're watching Shark Week, and there was this episode with Paul Walker on, they were like trying to tag this great female white shark.
Oh my gosh.
I remember telling my mom, I was like, are things looking rough for Paul Walker? And I'm joking, obviously.
He just loves the ocean.
But he loved the ocean. He is a Hollywood actor who still took time.
He swam with sharks.
Swam with them. What a man, I tell you.
Could not imagine in my wildest dreams.
We'll pivot from our sad Paul Walker story to be like, R.I.P. Paul Walker. We remember you. We love you.
We love sharks.
You live on. But now let's talk about sharks to end our show. Could you imagine?
No. I remember we were on vacation in, I think, Florida.
Uh-huh.
No. It was Alabama, Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Okay.
We were staying in a condo on the beach. I got up for whatever reason at the crack of dawn, like 6. So I went and did a little cutesy walk on the beach. You know what I mean?
Would. Just like a main star of your movie.
Yes, I was the main character. And somebody, for whatever reason, just was like, hey, just to remind you, don't go in the water. It's shark feeding time. And I was like, what?
Excuse me.
And then I said, okay. I'm walking, no joke. I wish I had my phone on me. There was a fish with a bite out of it.
On the shore.
Yes. And then you look out and there are fins. And I'm like, okay, it's crazy that I was in that water like a mere 12 hours ago.
And you look over and you see a shark holding chopsticks and soy sauce.
Yes. So needless to say, I was just kind of like, so we're going to go ankles deep from now on. Deep.
Oh, my friend loved these stories. In fact, 2 summers ago, my husband and I were on a little family vacation with our daughter. We went to PCB. And we hadn't really gone out in the water much that week. She was kind of scared of the ocean still. Oh, there's sorry. Side note for those of you listening to today's podcast, there is an entire class outside of the window right now touring the station. So
yes,
they get to see us in action here, giving the people what they want.
The children.
Anyways, we have to go greet our fans momentarily. So we'll wrap this episode up.
Gosh.
But we love when people come through and
we
tour.
Do.
We're also like, please don't come into the room. We are in the middle of taping right now.
Oh,
just kidding.
Me having to hit a child. Just
Never,
kidding.
never.
I would never.
Okay. And it's funny. Okay, back to sharks. Sorry, I have to get this story out. Aaron.
Yeah.
My goodness. So we get out in the water and it was our last day there.
Mm-hmm.
And we finally got our daughter to like let us hold her just like waist deep. And she's like 1 or 2. She was kind of nervous about the waves.
Yeah.
So a little bit later, we see that the water is clear. We were upstairs putting her down for her nap in the afternoon, and they were like, there has been a shark attack like half a mile down the way from us. It was the one that happened there in Destin.
Yeah.
And then there was one in Panama City, and we were in the water at the same time. That shark had to be swimming around out there. So anyways, note to self,
I
when
always
it comes
look
to the
at
ocean,
it now as that's their home.
Yes.
We can't take up space in their home.
It's like
too long.
it's when we're here for the holidays. We only stay for a couple days. We're just here to visit.
So
we don't want to mess this up.
A pool is the go-to for me.
The older I get,
if the worst thing is like a horsefly gets on me, we're okay.
A horsefly. I went on a boat one time with some friends, and they all got off and like scuba dived. And I was like, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm just going to sit here and soak in the rays. So
not on my watch, people.
If a piece of seaweed so much as touches my foot, I will walk on water. So anyways, only one has done it well, but I probably could do it too. Let's see here. Good Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
We recapped that together. We talked about having a good Thanksgiving last week.
Yes.
We ate lots of food. We're
course.
still recovering.
Extremely recovering from that. I let it just hang out and fly. And
Same.
Like,
Lots of regrets.
I ate everything in sight.
I did too. I don't hold back.
But
Why?
who cares?
Right?
It's Thanksgiving.
You only live once. Enjoy the holidays.
Why not?
Speaking of the holidays, do we want to tease? We're planning out our December episodes here, and we kind of want to talk about like some of the plans that we have. We're going to do a Christmas episode for you guys. Maybe a special guest coming up here.
Yeah, I would love. I have an idea for our special guest.
And boy, is it special.
Yes, you guys are definitely going to have to tune in for that one.
Yeah.
Other
than that, next week's episode, as your regularly scheduled What's the Trend will be coming to you. But for now, I guess that about does it. I could stand here and talk about sharks for another hour.
Me too.
We'll
but
get
these
into
people will be like, could you not?
Maybe don't. But for now, that does it. There's your movies, your music, your TV, and some hard-hitting celebrity news this week. And of course, we love that we ended things with
Sharks.
Your daily dose of shark talk. So
love it.
All right. We'll host a shark podcast here in a couple of years together.
For sure.
Thank you guys for listening in. Aaron, tell folks where they can go get more.
You can find us on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, Facebook. Actually, yes, Facebook.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can watch us on Facebook, but you can also find us on YouTube and, of course, our 14 News page where you're going to get a full version of this with edited videos for movies and stuff that we can't show you, sadly, on YouTube. But
that's right.
Yeah, go look us up.
And hopefully we'll see you back here next week. You guys enjoy this week's episode. Have a great weekend if you're listening in. We just appreciate you so much.
Always.
And we'll see you next time on What's the Trend. Bye, guys.
Bye.